What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another Marvel 80 Years unboxing. This time it actually says it on the box. Yes, I even went and checked the shipping case that I got when I received my other two packs. It says Marvel 80th on it, even though on the actual packaging it doesn't show it for the MCU figures. Go figure, who knows? I don't understand it, but this one actually says it. We've got Marvel's Colossus and Marvel's Juggernaut. There's obviously some concern for intellectual property there, because if they put Marvel's in front of it, it means someone else is using that name. But let's quickly look at the outside of the package. Very similar to the two packs we've already looked at. We get some nice comic book artwork, classic Juggernaut images here. Kind of low tech, just from the style of the artwork back then. Like, it doesn't look like he's made of steel except his helmet. Then we've got Colossus on this side. There he is fighting Juggernaut, punching him in the... Where's he punching him? In the chest? He looks way too concerned to get hit in the chest like that. That's weird. Oh, and then here he is getting drop kicked. Very nice. Very nice. I'd like to know which comic books those are from. They're probably from this one. The all-new, all-different issue 102 from December. I have no idea what year that is. Probably the 90s. Nope, 30 cents? 70s? Something like that. There's their bios on the back. For Colossus. Or Peter. And Juggernaut, what's his real name? Kane. That's right, I remember that. I used to watch the cartoon. It was on after Spider-Man or before Spider-Man, something like that. Here we go, let's get into this. I don't have a Colossus anymore. I did for a little bit. And I don't have Juggernaut pieces except for one. So we'll only have one comparison to make. And that will be with the torso piece. Here they are in the package. Juggernaut is tethered in because he weighs a ton, so no surprise there that they would want to add some reinforcement. Colossus looking good. We'll start with Colossus because he looks like he's going to be easier to remove. Whoa, that went flying. There goes one fisted hand. And another fisted hand. Oh my goodness. Well, if you don't break him getting out of the package, you're probably in good shape, because that is crazy. They changed something. When they changed the way that they do the packages, I think they changed how much they wrap the figure in the bubble, because that's ridiculous how solid he is in there. So here's Colossus. It looks like they recycled these. These look similar to Guardians. Maybe they're just the same style. But very classic looking, for sure. And we'll do the accessories first, just so in case they fall out. There's the busted head helmet. Unmasked head. Got punched in the eye. This is nuts. How do they expect people to get these out? There we go. Wow. That's crazy. One of the rare situations where it might actually help to have scissors down here. rather than a knife. There we go. We didn't drop him. His hands too? Really? Really? His hands are tethered in as well. It's not like he's gonna up and walk away. Alright, a little technical difficulties. We've got him out of the package, finally. There he is. There's Colossus. Check these guys out. They look amazing. The Juggernaut looks good. I know it's recycled from the Build-A-Figure. And there's the torso from the Build-A-Figure. That's the only piece that I have of the Build-A-Figure. It's a darker, there's like more brown in the reds on this one. And even the red here is, at least it's even uniform. This one's not even uniform. This red and this red is not the same. But this one looks a lot better. But this head is the same as the Build-A-Figure. It's the elusive Juggernaut head that comes with Wolverine from that wave. Very hard to find. But the figure is looking good. People are happy that this one doesn't come with a belt, which is awesome. Articulation is pretty much what you'd expect. It hasn't changed from the Build-A-Figure, so if you're curious about his articulation, you can probably check that out somewhere else, because I'm not going to put the time into doing that one right now because I want to focus on Colossus. But some highlights: single articulated elbows. The ab crunch is nice and crunchy. The lower torso's clicky. We've got a swivel up here at the hips, which is nice. Ankle pivot, which is important for a figure of this size. But no boot cut. So you got to do your posing up here. Single jointed knees as well. Don't forget that. Look at this. Look at this QC on this figure. Come on. We can do better than this. Look at this little black smudging here. That's unfortunate. This is like premium price point for Hasbro figures, and we've got some black smudging here. And that wasn't me taking it out of the package either. There was no black in the package, so aside from the feet. But did they even update this? They didn't even update this. Look at this. Why don't they update these things? That's fascinating to me. Marvel 2016. So right there on the copyright, this figure's at least 3 or 4 years old. I don't know. I don't know why they don't do that. Would it really take that much to adjust the mold to have the current year? We've even got some of the black smudging right on the chest. Look on the pec here. Right there. You can see it. I can see it on the. Right there's another little black smudge. It's very small. It won't show up on a shelf, but if you've got him in a dynamic pose, this smudging will show up on a shelf. Alright, I think that's enough. I think we've critiqued this guy. Oh no, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Some inconsistencies on the flesh tone here as well. That happens a lot with flesh tones with Marvel Legends though. Let's take a look here at the accessories that he comes with. This head sculpt looks pretty good. Looks like we got a good paint app on this one. The hair looks nice too. The fat lip from getting punched. The damaged helmet. Does it? So it just pressure fits. They've got a little bit of some molding in here to make it pressure fit onto the head. I'm surprised they didn't use a peg. I'm glad they didn't, but it's pretty much what they always do is they use a peg of some kind for helmets. So this is a little bit of a departure, but that's okay. It looks pretty good actually. A nice touch that they added the silver. They didn't have to do that, but I'm pleased that they did. And we've got some extra hands. This is the grabby hand, so he can grab you and punch you. I'm surprised at how short the peg is though. I don't really want to swap the hands in case something happens because of how short the pegs are. But at least it seems to be moving smoothly. That would be a concern if it wasn't. moving so smoothly. Oh, look at this. This one's a separate molded piece. I kind of expected this to be all one piece, but it actually is not. I don't know why you'd want to take it off, but at least it looks good. If you're into making them more realistic, you can always paint the fingernails too. Maybe fix his cuticles or something. Alright, that's it for Juggernaut. Let's look at Colossus now. Get nice and tight on Colossus here. Colossus is looking sharp. Definitely like the look of this one better than the previous one that we got. The more classic one. This is like the one from the video game. If you played that old arcade X-Men game that had all the main characters, 90s kind of cartoon style, this is it. This is the one. So this is mostly new pieces. Actually, this is all new pieces. I don't want to break his articulation. Colossus looks only up so far. I like the eyes though. The eyes look really, really good. He can look down far enough. Doesn't need to look further down than that. The head seems a bit loose though. Maybe they've got the wrong peg size or something. Shoulder articulation. Gently. Not quite all the way up. That's okay. It's far enough up for him to crush somebody. Biceps swivel, single jointed. That one's really, really tight. Single jointed elbows. I'm not even going to put it back because it feels like there's some interference in there. The bracers, I guess. They're not attached, so they are moving around, flopping around there. So don't lose them. This hand is articulated this way, and of course pivots. Same thing with this hand. So he can grab you and throw you. We've got ab crunch. We do have a waist swivel, which is nice. The belt is not attached either, so you can slide that around for whatever reason if you'd want to. Kicks forward pretty good, so you can drop kick Juggernaut, like in that artwork. Double jointed knees, as we would expect. This knee is interesting because it's all one molded piece. I kind of expected this to be like a add-on, like they glued it on afterwards, but it's all one molded piece. That's very, very interesting. Design a decision. I don't know why they would do that. Seems like once it breaks, then it's toast. Whereas if it was glued on afterwards, there'd be some chance of repairing it if it comes off. Can't point his toes up, but we do get ankle pivot. And then, of course, fisted hands if you wanted to display him like that. So there you go, guys. There's a review of the Marvel 80th Anniversary 2-pack Colossus and Juggernaut. Looking good. If you don't have the Build-A-Figure, or even if you have the old Colossus, I highly recommend getting these. These are awesome. They'll look great with your X-Men collection. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Be excellent to each other, and we will see you next time.